and welcome back to another episode of Darkest Dungeon 2. We have the execution squad here ready to go, ready to take on the mountain. We've defeated the Exemplar. Let's see what we've got here, shall we? Oop, I did not pay attention there. What do we got? Hard-skinned. That's pretty good. Weak grip, not great. Not terrible. Scatterbrained is fine, I guess. Nothing too bad. Hard-skinned is actually a pretty good one, so I'm okay with that. And we do get candles here, which could potentially save some of our really rough relationships. Let's see, Dismas and Damien. Let's see what you guys can get up to. +1. Okay, that was not so great, huh? We could try this as well. There we go. +6. Wow. Way to get them way out of the bad and all the way up into the possibly very, very good. Wow, it was a crit roll, and I'm happy with that one for sure. We can go ahead and reduce some stress there. And we can go do some provisioning.
Precious relics remind us of a time before the end.
I'm gonna take the bread here. It's gonna be a bit cheaper. Now, one thing we wanted to take a look at here is we do have some interesting trinket choices. Now, we could keep what we have going on here, but we could also take advantage of something like Snap Judgment. Now, we would lose out on some blight and crit potential, but we could just generate a lot of tokens. And doing something like this also gets our bleed resist very, very high, which right now is something we definitely need a lot of. So let's take a look here. Oh, we do get a ceremonial drum. This is something else that we definitely wanted. We give this to our good man Damien here. He now has, look at these resistances, they're crazy. 103 move resist, so he ain't getting pushed back at all by anyone. In fact, we have enough money that we can probably take advantage of that on quite a few of our friends here. But yeah, I'm thinking we also go with the 2 stimulating poultices here. All right, we get this one. This gets her up to 11, and then do we need the additional one? Turn start, she'll get the additional. So the first turn, she just won't get the extra round, but I think that's pretty good. We can give the additional speed here to Dismas as well. And I think overall, that's going to be the best bet for us here. So we've got pretty much immune to bleed here, immune to bleed here, very difficult to bleed, and then the only person who's going to be bleeding is Dismas. But we can actually also use our mastery to do something like have Suffer actually remove the bleed. So if we pull the bleed off Dismas, it'll actually be pretty potent. We're gonna go again get Highway Robbery also added on here. Now we're not going to be using Dead of Night, of course, in the final fight. So that's something that we're just going to have to throw off the team here. But honestly, we're not going to be using any other abilities either, so I'm really not super worried about it. Let's get Undying. We've been using that ability a lot. We can use the Pain Box here. It's really not going to do much except give him some damage and, you know, all that fun stuff. This Clotting Poultice, we throw this on Dismas here. And now he's at 6. So we have pretty high bleed resist across the board. Like, enough that it's going to be difficult for the boss to bleed us.
Each improvement, a new variable in the equation of your fate.
Oh yeah, I love the equation of my fate. Thank you. I don't think there's really any trinkets here that I'm super interested in. I do want to just make sure that we don't have... you know, I'm going to grab 2 of these ceremonial drums. I'm going to put them on our occultist. Just so that way he's very... Basically, we're immune to the pushback from this boss, which is going to be very helpful for us. And then from here, might as well just grab some things like Whetstone, a dartboard for a few people. Book of Creative Insults could be good for us as well. And Songbook of Amorous Ballads could be potentially pretty good for us. So, let's see. Can we get Damien feeling really good, of anybody? Audrey and Damien. Can you guys use this? Sure can. Let's see what happens. +6 again. Oh my god. That's clutch. That's very clutch. Love to see that. All right. Speed bag gives us some dodge potential. Sure. Got rid of the stress. We got a buff there. Give him strength. Don't really care about the strength, but that's fine. But we've created insults. Yeah, overall, I think we're doing okay here. We don't really have many combat items. That's fine. We could maybe have saved up some money and used some other stuff, but I'm not worried about it. Now, we could throw on these if we wanted to.
Anything that lets us travel further is worth the cost.
Really, just there might be a chance we produce a grenade. Who knows? Well, let's go for it. I think we're ready for this. I think we're as ready as this team can possibly be for this fight, which is surprising. I did not think we'd do so well with this team, especially getting to this fight. But we have high bleed resist. We have move resist. We have ways of dealing with the block and the dodge and all that stuff. So this is a pretty good team for Ambition. We can stack in some blights, some bleeds, just do some raw damage. I think we'll be feeling pretty good. Now, of course, we do have to get through the 2 cultist fights. That is going to be our first main obstacle here, so let's see how that goes. Knock down all this snow. But we're ready to go. Now, we do have the bumper crop, so everybody's health is much higher, but of course, that also means that nobody has DBR, pretty much. So if anybody gets hit to death's door and then hit on death's door, we're pretty much SOL on that one, so gotta take it as it is. All right. Flesh weavings, we're gonna go ahead and get, or flesh warp, sorry, range skills, lower damage, that's fine. First thing we're gonna do, get as much damage as we can into this guy. Stop him from doing too much stress damage to us.
Held captive by fear.
And good block there. Let's see if we can pull this guy. Nice crit. That's him dead. And let's get more going. All right, now we focus on getting damage into this guy. Decent blight resist, but we should be able to get some in there. Good hits. That's both of them dead. Weight of the Worlds is unfortunate there. Our stress is going to be one of the things I'm more concerned about. Snap Judgment already giving us token generation, which is really potent here. Unfortunate. 0 damage.
Subtraction, an invariable result.
Can't bleed him, so good luck with that. Pulling him up here just means he's gonna do his big hits, but that's fine.
A master stroke.
Yeah, so she won't be doing the crazy blights anymore, but honestly, that's absolutely fine by me. Against this final boss, we don't really need huge damage of anything. We just need to be landing hits. Just kind of the hard part of the fight. Our stress is definitely not where I want it. Let's go ahead and get some endurance going. It doesn't matter if he goes toxic in this part of the fight.
Bravo.
Like, his relationships aren't really a thing I care about. So we actually kind of want to prime him, honestly, to be toxic. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
This is no time to falter.
He's gonna do weakening curse here. He's gonna die next round anyway. I want to endure and try to get some of the stress away from our cultist here. There we go.
The
Nice stress heal. Lovely.
Of violence yields
Morbid gains.
So yeah, priming the Toxic is not a bad thing for us, though we'll probably end up getting it to proc in this next fight. But that's okay. Just all fight. I don't think you can ever not fight these guys. I think, yeah, you used to be able to way back when, but cultist fights you can't ignore anymore. That was a silly thing to even suggest, but there used to be a chance way back in the day of you being able to not have to take these fights. Oh my gosh, seriously? Bro, you do not have that high resistance. Come on, don't be like that.
Steady yourself.
Yeah, his resistances are not that high. Yeah, Toxic's on its way. There we go.
Measured.
There's
and
hopeful.
Steady.
All right, that's the altar out of the picture. Fortunate Yawning Void. There's Toxic. It's not bad. It's gonna take half his health, but nothing we can't heal back pretty much instantaneously, so. And you can't bleed him, so you're just gonna get blight from that. Enjoy. You can do Deathless here just to get the heal back. And a crit heal at that. My goodness. That's absolutely fine. I'm probably going to endure here. We're going to prime another
Lenity. Grace.
another go at the going Toxic in the next fight.
Drive back the darkness.
Not going to do much for us there. Probably should have just vulnerability hexed, honestly. Oof, that's an unfortunate crit. Let's go ahead and get a nice heal. That feels good. This is execution. Yeah, it just takes the 6 damage there. All very ready for a nice Toxic meltdown later. Hopefully we can kill this guy before he goes Toxic again and we have to prime it again in the next fight, but might be a little unlikely. I guess I'll just more. Fortunately, he's probably going to Hollow Vessel, and that's going to be enough to cause him to, melt down already. Goodness me, Hollow Vessel is an ability of all time, for sure. Alright, so he now has 2 Toxic. Another Hollow Vessel. Hey, that's fine. That's priming us again. Absolutely okay with this. See if we can get a nice big heal here. Yeah, I'll take the crit 22. That's fine. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and endure. There we go. Big heal. Ready for the next fight, I would say.
Steady stances.
Execution.
Exhaustion
Voila.
takes hold.
All right. Final fight time. Let's see how this
In
goes, huh?
weighty gloom, a spark.
So let's go ahead and take a look at our combat items here. Stimulants will be good for us. I don't think milk-soaked linen is going to do much for us, but neither is one spike ball really going to help us that off. So you never know. We might somehow get a blind. I don't really know how that might happen. I can't remember if this boss can blind you. I don't think it can, but
The source of the
there's plenty of ways for the game to manage it. Ah, yes, the Ichor Bomb. Just in the nick of time. Fortunately, I can't use that. All right, ambitions reach. Let's see how fast we can kill it, hopefully.
Forever exceeds its terrible grasp.
All right, go ahead and remove those tokens. Shouldn't be able to knock him back, so that's a good start for us. What's his blight resist? Very low. We'll get the blight going. And I'll get vulnerability hex on it. Ah, nothing. Well, that's unfortunate. Now, all those combo tokens are not particularly the nicest thing in the world. We'll go with dots, just because it's easier to get past that block. Okay, 14-4, pretty good, I would say. Go ahead and just give somebody regen. Yeah, the move resist is so potent on this fight.
Bravo!
Take all of those tokens, thank you very much. I love them, they're the best. Ooh, that was a pretty rough heal for our friend, but that's okay. All right, next round. Let's see how this goes. More and more off the bat. What's our blight resist? Pretty high, so let's just go for raw damage. Let's get stimulants going. Additional strength token. Lovely crit. That's a huge chunk of that damage gone. Vulnerability hex will peel through those dodge tokens. Can't bleed us, so not going to be much of a problem here. I can actually go ahead and endure. Get a lot of that stress. Do have some crit tokens there that I'm not super happy about, but a 27 crit makes my life a hell of a lot easier. And we'll just go ahead and peel those tokens off. No longer an issue. And see about getting some damage in there. Oh, landed the bleed, huh? Well, let's go ahead and remove that.
This wound, at least, has been tended to.
Okay, we resisted the bleed that time, so that's good. Yeah. Rumination. And he's toxic. There we go. Fantastic. That's actually helpful for us. Not worried about that. We'll go ahead and heal off that bleed just so it's not a problem. It was going to heal probably anyway at his next turn, but got a nice big heal here. And we'll get a regen over here. Oh, that's not good. I didn't realize that that could be a thing that they did. Okay. That's very unfortunate. We'll take that, though. I didn't realize they could shuffle the whole team. I obviously don't know this fight very well. Oh, that's rough. All right.
A breakthrough.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Oh, did that just heal itself? We might be resisting the bleeds, but we're not doing great here. I thought you had to be bleeding for it to be able to do those big hits, but I guess that's not the case. Just gonna keep taking those riposts when I can.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Oh, come on. I need those weirds to be doing a little better than that. You can do better than that. I know you can. The crits. We're at least resisting the bleeds pretty profoundly, but not quite so there. Weird is doing this job, though. It's keeping us alive, that's for sure.
A small reprieve from this carousel of horrors.
I think all of our damage has come from riposte so far, which is pretty funny.
The slow suffering begins.
That bleed it's creeping through.
Relief
44 heal, though. I'll take that.
Savor it.
Yeah, that's just hitting harder because he's bleeding. So it still hits everybody. I thought it had to be bleeding for some reason.
Bravo!
But it didn't. And that's game. GG! That last phase is always a bit of a tough one. I don't really think I know that fight as well as I should. I was obviously getting kind of messed up there by some things, but still pretty damn good. I'm impressed with that team. That team did very well. We survived a lot of things that I didn't think we would, but that was a lot of fun. And how many candles do we get for our troubles? 64 candles and a good run to that go. So that's going to go ahead and conclude this go of Darkest Dungeon 2. Thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoyed this run and you want to see more of them, leave a like on the video. The more likes, the more I know that this is going to be something that y'all enjoy. And do consider subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you watching. Have a good one, everybody. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.